Hello, my name is Laren Spear, also known as DJ Transition State here at KVRX 91.7. This is Library Picks, not from the KVRX library, but instead from my own home and my own library. Here are some of my favorite house records that I have. I'm a house head and a techno nerd, and I love collecting this kind of stuff. All right, let's go ahead and get started. This first track is For You by Fourth Measurement. Fourth Measurement is one of the aliases of Mark Pinchin, also known as MK, and so he remixes himself on this record, which is the For You MK remix. The original mix isn't that different, it's just some different drum patterns, but this is a fun banger, really. I mean, how can you not get hyped with that synth line? But the real standout track for me is on the B side, which is Given MK Dub. I think this one needs a little bit more energy, so I usually pitch it up. Its original BPM is 121, but I think it does better at like 124 or 5. It's pretty rare that you get a DJ record where you're able to say, I like both the A and B side and could use them at any time. There are multiple good mixes. I really hate, though, my copy of the record has a skip at the beginning. But luckily, if I mix in later, like right as it's starting to build up, I can still actually get some use out of this. The only track that's not that good on here, Just a Dream. Yeah, that's unfortunately a little bit of a blemish on this release, but still one of my favorites in my collection. Second track is Martha Wash, Runaround, T's 12-inch mix. So this is a Todd Terry production. Todd Terry, another New York house classic, and he's always producing great stuff. I mean, same deal with MK. So I just happened to come across this at the record store, and it was only $3, and I just felt, man, if I leave without this track, I'm going to be very unhappy with myself. Had to pick it up. Multiple good mixes on this one as well, but they're all of the same track. Martha Wash doing some great vocals, and this fits into a ton of my sets in a really fun way. Alright, on to record number 3. This one is DS I Remember Yesterday Remix 99. So this is a white label bootleg remix of I Remember Yesterday by Donna Summer. The A side is more like tribal, funky house type of thing going on, but the B side is more speed garage or garage, I'm probably going to say that. But what producers do with these kind of tracks is they can't release them for copyright reasons, so a lot of times they don't, but sometimes they'll be pressed onto a record or distributed that way under some name like DS, who isn't the actual producer. Let's listen to the B side. This is the one that I like a lot, and I'm really curious how it ended up in Austin, because this is like a UK record, and I'm just like, why is it here? I'm grateful it is. That bass line right there, the Reese bass line, is very standard for like speed garage, not very common in a lot of house music, although it is sampled from an American artist, which would be Reese, aka Kevin Saunderson, one of the pioneers of Detroit techno. This one's just back to another regular house groove. Yeah, this one I have not been able to find digitally, and that's one of the things about searching for dance records, actually in person, is you get stuff you would never have found otherwise. And last track, this one is These Times by Jimpster featuring Janadu, and let's go ahead and listen to the first track on here. It's a nice warm-up, like build-up type of track for the start of a night, which that's what I mostly use this track for, or at least in theory that's what I would use it for. I don't really play this track that much. The Janadu vocals are very good. lot of times in dance music, it's, you know, women doing the vocals. So when you hear a male vocal, sometimes it catches you off guard for a second. So this does sound really nice. Very chill, lounge feel. But the real standout track on here is the A side, you know, second track. I heard Kerry Chandler play this one at the Boiler Room, and he was supported by Crystal Clear. I forgot what city he was in. And he played this track in the middle of his set. I was totally enamored with it. And I went into Waterloo Records like 2 weeks later, and this record was there. Had to pick it up. One of my favorites in my collection just for that. It reminds me of when I was just starting to get into DJing and the kind of music that, you know, I used to enjoy and still enjoy today. Has a really crunchy, deep, moving synth sound. There we go. I'm in love with this track, and anytime I can play it, I will. So there we go. Those are my picks for the KVRX Library Sessions out of Library Picks. There we go, out of my personal library. Make sure to check out my show, The Residency, Thursdays at 7 p.m., where I mix a lot of music like this. This has been Laren Spear, aka DJ Transition State, with KVRX.